welcome to Heavenlynosh. This is the first episode and we're starting in the book of Genesis. And it is important to explore origins because this is the beginning of humanity and life on the earth. And the Bible says that in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth and there was like this void of nothingness. There was no light or darkness. It was kind of like chaos. And I thought it would be cool to create a kind of chaotic food scene. And the more I look at it, it still kind of looks quite cool, but I'm an abstract artist. But anyway, so this is a mess. So I thought I'd kind of bring order to it in the way that God brought order to the universe. And so it's not really about tidying up, it's about bringing kind of structure and intentionality and thinking. So God did that in the very beginning. And he created the earth, which is a beautiful process. And so if I'm just trying to bring some order to this mess, maybe it's more messy than I thought. Right, we're in this really cool shearing shed for sheep on a sheep farm in New Zealand. And so it's really kind of rustic and a very cool place to cook. I'm very excited about that. So we're going to look at the creative process that when God created the earth and vegetation and the animals and humanity. And I've always thought of it as an artist. It's a creative process. God is an artist. He spoke, but he also made. And the Bible is very clear about that. There's his word of intentionality, but then he actually got his hands dirty and he made things. He formed, he created, he fashioned. God is an artist and he loves the creative process. And so do I. And food is often about that, isn't it? It's kind of making cool stuff and bringing beauty and color and everything to that process. So here we go. I'm going to create a salad. So as I was thinking about creativity, I've got a huge variety of salad ingredients here. And creativity is about choice and about making something new when there was nothing. And we're made like God in that way, and we're like that. And I thought I'll just invent a salad today as we explore and think about God as the creator. So, I love tomatoes. This is a huge tomato that was actually grown in my garden. It's that time of year. This is a big beef tomato or an ox-heart tomato, and I love that kind of tomato. I think it's so tasty. I have happy memories of going through French markets picking these massive tomatoes. Some lettuce. And a bit of cucumber. I'm not sure I've really made that much kind of tidiness to this. So we've got a lovely pepper here as well. It's kind of like a Turkish pepper. Not hot, it looks like a chili, but it's not. I really like these peppers. They're really tasty. This is an interesting tomato. I don't actually know what it looks like. Look at that. Kind of like a purple. Yeah, that's really beautiful. So that's cool. I've got some olives here. I've got some microgreens. Every chef would be lost without those. And I have some cabbage here. I've got I think it's a habanero chili. I should be very careful with this one. I thought that might be a nice addition. I really like my chili, but this one will blow your face off. And a bit of avocado. We're still in the avocado season here, which I just find magical. I'm newly moved here and it never ceases to amaze me that avocados are growing on the tree. So yeah, I should have a spoon, but so a little bit of avocado. And what else can we have? So I'm gonna make a dressing. This is a passion fruit. One of the things that I like about the Garden of Eden is that God, there are three words that best describe it, and it's from a book by Skye Jethani called Futureville. And he said that the Garden of Eden was marked by beauty, order, and abundance. That God created this garden after he'd created the earth and the animals and all of the beauty that inhabited the planet. He created a garden for humanity to live in. And I think that's a really important thing for us to think about, that God, in his desire to have a relationship with us, wanted to create a habitat that was protected, that had boundaries of protection, of peace and cover, but also of beauty. And humans need beauty to flourish, but we also need food, and there was fruit and vegetables in the garden. Everything was provided for. And I think this really speaks of God's love for us, that he has created a world that is covered by him, that is full of justice and righteousness and peace and relationship with him and beauty and provision. And that was the intention. When we think about origins, that was God's desire, that he would have a relationship with us. And the Bible says that God walked in the cool of the garden with Adam and Eve. And Adam was created first, and then Eve, and both of them, male and female, were created in God's image. God reflects both male and female in his character and who he is. And so Adam and Eve, the first humans, and they were designed to enjoy this earth and to enjoy it in relationship with God. The whole Bible is about humanity and their relationship with God. It's a hugely relational story, and it's very easy to miss that God is really relational, and that he wanted humans to enjoy life with him. That Emmanuel principle again. But it went wrong, and we'll come up to that in the next episode. So I've cut open this beautiful passion fruit, and I think passion fruit kind of describes that. It's a bit like a pomegranate, but it's a structured fruit. It has a boundary to it, and inside you have this beautiful fruit that's just full of seeds, but they taste gorgeous. They're beautiful. You could paint it, but they're also about abundance and multiplication, because you could plant loads of passion fruit from that. So I've scooped them out. Maybe I'll scoop them all out because I quite like passion fruit. And I'm going to put it into my salad dressing. I thought, why not? So in this bottle, I have some olive oil, some virgin olive oil, good quality, and a little bit of vinegar, like a red wine vinegar, some salt and some pepper. So I'll put in the passion fruit, and there we have a dressing. So I'm going to start creating. I've got a mess here. My wife will laugh at me. I can never really do a real tidy kitchen. So I've got a plate. Let's put a plate at the front. Okay. So it's now about decision making, and God included humanity in that decision making process. With Adam, he invited Adam to help name the animals. And again, there was a creative thing. They did it together, and God allowed us to co-create with him, which I think is mind-blowing, recognizing that we are artists too. So we've got some of this cucumber, and what else we've got? I've got a few of these little tomatoes. I love making salads, and I think, hopefully you do too. But when you create your salads in the future, think about that creative process that God committed to on his own, and then included humanity in, that we co-create with God, and that when we do that, we are reflecting a little bit what he's like. So I've put a few of these tomatoes in, a few bits of avocado. What else? There's a few little sprigs of mint. I think that looks nice. I've got some chopped spring onion here. That looks quite cool. What else have we got? A few jalapeno chilies. I have got a chili problem, an addiction, but I like a bit of chili in my salad. I also love olives. I've got lovely Greek Kalamata olives here. And again, the colours are amazing, aren't they? Combinations. And some microgreens. That's pretty cool. Right. So this is the book of Genesis. The creation of the world, the creation of humanity and of animals, and of all of the beauty of the earth and nature around us. And so we've made a salad to reflect that creative process. I've got a few nigella seeds here for garnish, a few sesame seeds as well. And then to finish it off, my dressing. It looks good, doesn't it? I think that's going to taste really good. And there we have it. a salad bar, the creative salad bar. And the great thing with this is that everyone will create their own salad. No salad looks the same. And if I tried to do this take again, it would look different. So welcome to the first chapter. God creates the world and creates humanity, and we've done a salad, a nice creative mixed salad. Thanks for coming. If you like this episode, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.